Hey guys, what's going on? Will here, Flawless Exotic Creations, coming to you guys again with another video. It's been a while since we did one for the Getting Established series, and actually had two conversations. One actually today, and one was last week on people that's very serious about trying to up their hobby to a level where it pays for itself, and if everything goes well, kind of establishing themselves as a business. And you know, there's levels to it, you know, there's steps that you're going to take. And when we tell you guys that we're literally open and available to help in any way that maybe we can, we mean that. And people slide into our DMs on Instagram all the time, asking questions, introducing themselves, asking us to come on lives, and we do it and we love it and we're going to continue. But this is a great conversation for the Getting Established series, because what we were talking about was chasing money, chasing the dollar. Chasing that bag, trying to get to the bag. Everyone tends to hyper focus on that. I'm not going to sit here and separate ourselves from that either, but we're doing it a different way. We're in it for the long haul. Number one, let's get right to it. Animal welfare, animal well-being has to always be priority number one. Don't get yourself into a situation where you're upside down money-wise, taking care of yourself, or you can't care for the animals that you have. We have a lot of animals. We still have a smaller, big setup, having a facility here at the vault. But that being said, you know, it takes a lot. It takes all our kids being employed. It takes one other employee being employed, and we still have tons of cleaning and feeding and water changes and videos and content. We have so much things to do, and I don't want to make it sound like we're complaining, but it's all a part of the master plan, the business plan, and how we do it. Now, I can't use other breeders because it's distasteful to utilize other breeders as an example under bad light when they haven't really done anything wrong. In my eyes. But I'll just say a big brand breeder, if we were just ball python full-time breeder, maybe our game plan wouldn't work. We don't really know how that looks on that side of things, so we are not experienced enough to even let you guys know how to go about doing that. But from where we stand right here in year 3 and getting our own plan established and off and running, we're doing decently well. We're following through on all our original game plan, and it's all coming full circle. You know, we've did videos before. We're a tad bit over $600,000 invested into ball pythons, infrastructure, you know, all the equipment, all the racks, buying these crazy snakes. We have playlists everywhere. You know, go check out some of the unboxings we were doing in year 1. You know, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in ball pythons and getting started right out the gate. Not even really focusing on, you know, the videos on when we were putting together racks and everything. So we tried to build all this where everyone can kind of see it, and you can pick and choose what videos or what content is for you and how it applies. When you start to apply this plan, who does this flawless plan really work for? We utilized a lot of revenue coming from Flawless Crested Geckos profits to reinvest in a business startup with Flawless Exotic Creations. And it benefited us greatly, because if not, we would have been paying the IRS even more than what we already pay. We do very well with Flawless Crested Geckos. So it's the consistency there. You know, we can pay our own salaries. We can pay, you know, our employee salaries and everything from that umbrella that we've built of over almost a decade at this point. Now, in year 3, we're not looking to get, you know, dime for dime every dollar we've put into, you know, Flawless Exotic Creations. We built it differently. So while Flawless Crested Geckos is doing all the heavy lifting for the most part on the beginning stretch of Flawless Exotic Creations, because I mean, we could have pocketed a lot of that money and obviously paid more taxes on that money and went on more vacations, but then you wouldn't sit here and have my lovely face in front of you guys talking to you guys. But we wanted to look at it for the long haul. We enjoy the animals, we enjoy the species, and we're having a lot of fun doing it. So we're looking at 15, 10, 20 years from now. We're not trying to say, oh, spend your life savings and get into it. Just keep it controlled to a point. like I said, with another business doing a lot of the heavy lifting, where we can draw our actual pay, how we pay us, how we bring ourselves revenue, how we get a paycheck, you know, because we're employed by ourselves. We're not necessarily looking for payment to come directly from Flawless Exotic Creations. So essentially, at the beginning stretch, just like any other hobby, it's a lot of money invested in it. We have a lot of time invested in it. But again, we're on our own property. We're at our home. I mean, at the end of the day, it just kind of is what it is. So we choose to take no pay from Flawless Exotic Creations thus far. So year one, we did what, 78 grand in revenue after expenses. Spent a lot of that on buying more snakes and more equipment as we moved into year two. Year two, we didn't do as well. We did, I think it was 69 or 70 grand last year after expenses. Don't forget, we buy rodents every year, which was $15,000 budgeted. All of that, again, is after that. So you got to work your budget in a way where you have those resources sitting there, where it's like, okay, well, this is the combo you're looking for. This is the next best thing that you're looking to go get. You have the means within the business budget to go out there and get it. Now, with you acquiring that, it's ensuring or hopefully setting you up for the future to hopefully acquisition or produce your next best step in your game plan. So, brings us back to the game plan. Why we brought up the big breeder, type A breeder, pet store breeder, whatever you want to call it. No breeder name breeder is because that's not what we're aspiring. We're aspiring to create these cool combinations that work with the genes that we enjoy. Every single time we open that tub, we enjoy what we're looking at. That's what we're looking to produce. What we don't understand as a community as a whole, we say we do, but the numbers speak otherwise. When we shoot for some of these combinations, we need to understand, and we throw ourselves in there as well, we need to understand that the odds are that 90+% of the time, you're not going to hit your odds. Odds are that once you hit your odds, chances are it's not even the same gender, the exact gender that you wanted. So you still missed out. So when you have such a high probability of missing on your goal or goals of whatever your clutch pairing or ball python pairings may be, you're going to end up with available snakes for sale. So you're going to have an availability. Therefore, in our structured boutique style of breeding, we're always going to have things available because they are not our holdbacks that we were looking for. We're going to miss a lot. Therefore, we're going to end up having a lot available, but some of those animals that's available may be key pieces of maybe your next game plan, or maybe a pretty snake that you want that's a part of the Flawless family. That's cool as well. So we try to get people or put out videos like this so you can see things full circle, and you can apply this several different ways. Do you have another business that you own that's doing the heavy lifting, or do you have a primary 9 to 5? Do you have a career? You know, whatever it may be, that's doing the heavy lifting for your life, and that you're enjoying this as the hobby, and you can still grow it within itself to pay for itself and grow at your own pace. You don't have to go at anyone else's pace. Go at your own pace, because when you start trying to compare yourself to other people, that's where the problem starts. That's where the self-doubt starts. That's where you start saying, man, you're not moving as fast as other people are moving, because the hobby moves extremely fast. Believe me, I'm feeling it right now. But you kind of have to regain a little bit more focus, dig down, have some grit, and persevere through it. So bottom line is, chasing the money, doing it the way we're doing it, is not beneficial. So we're not looking to produce, you know, these heavy hitters and, you know, sell everything off, you know, $10,000, $15,000 snakes. A lot of the animals we end up producing that's in these crazy number price ranges is stuff that we end up having to keep anyway. We have to make ourselves our primary customer, because again, this first 10 years, we're in year 3. This first 10 years are very vital and very important on laying the groundwork, the foundation for the continued business mindset as we further expand this business. We're looking at buying another property. and building another facility. This is another, again, 5-year plan. We're doing exceptionally well, and we're not even bringing in, we're still in the red, you know, but game plan was, if you guys haven't seen it before, we put out videos on it. The whole game plan was for us to hopefully within the first 4 to 5 years, consistently after expenses do $50,000 a year, where we can sit that in an account and reinvest and do whatever we need to do, make whatever acquisitions we need to make from that. And we killed that both years, and we're on track to kill that this year as well. This type of conversation, this type of video excites us, because going through everything that the market and the industry has gone through, and for us to still be okay and not be hemorrhaging, you know, funds and money, and not be nervous and, you know, selling off everything or just getting out altogether, it really keeps us excited that we can do this and chase passion projects like we are. We have a lot of animals that we take pictures and videos of. We've had people offer us crazy amounts of money on certain animals, and we're kind of happy that we're able to kind of have a lot of these one-on-one animals at the moment until other people start producing them, and continue working with them to hopefully bring things to the industry that hasn't necessarily been seen before, and show everyone, the hobbyists, the enthusiasts, the breeders that's been doing it 10, 20, you know, years, that here it is in 2025, or when we got in a couple years ago, you can get in while everyone is light years ahead of you, have a game plan, stick to your guns, execute it time and time and time again, and for sake of the discussion, be successful at doing it. And with videos like this, putting it out there, you can do the same thing at your own pace and at your own level. Anyway, hopefully this Getting Established series is helping you guys. I wish we had more videos out like this when we first got started with Flawless Crested Geckos, which is why I said, you know what, let's put out some content like that. But join the membership here. We do a bunch of giveaways. They're coming up soon. We give away snakes. We give away merch. You're going to want to be a part of that. There's 2 tiers. There's a support tier, which is $5 a month. And there's the Flawless Family tier, which is the giveaways and the whole shebang. And that's the $20 a month. Hit that subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Hopefully you have a flawless week. And we are